Have you ever wondered why your eyes grow heavy? Your thoughts drift, and the world slips away each night. What secrets lie in the quiet realm of sleep, where dreams dance and the mind mends itself? Welcome, curious explorer, to the Sleepless Scientist. Tonight, we embark on a gentle, winding journey into the enigmatic wonder of sleep, a mystery as old as life itself, yet still full of surprises. Settle in, perhaps with a warm blanket or a soft pillow, and let's dive into the soothing, shadowy waters of slumber. Where are you tuning in from tonight? Is it a late evening in a bustling city? A quiet midnight in a small town? Or the still hours before dawn? Drop it in the comments if you'd like. I'd love to know how far this curious little ship sails, and if this voyage into the science of sleep captivates you. A gentle tap on the like button, or a subscription to the Sleepless Scientist, is like tucking an extra pillow under the head of our algorithm. Soft, supportive, and so appreciated. Now, take a deep breath. Let it go. Let the worries of the day melt away as we drift toward the shores of sleep. This isn't the frantic but wakeful chase of daily life, nor the restless tossing and turning of a sleepless night. No, tonight we're exploring sleep as it truly is, a calm, quiet, and astonishingly intricate process that cradles us, heals us, and whispers secrets of the universe. As you nestle in, perhaps with your eyes half closed, let's begin where all great journeys do in the dark. Imagine a world within you, a place where time slows, where the rules of the waking day bend and soften. This is the realm of sleep, a nightly ritual that's been with us since the dawn of life. But what is sleep, really? Not just a pause button for your busy mind. Not merely a blank space between days. Sleep is a living, breathing symphony, a dance of biology, chemistry, and mystery. It's where your brain sorts the day's chaos, where your body rebuilds, and where dreams paint stories across the canvas of your mind. At its core, sleep is a state of rest, but it's anything but simple. Scientists define it as a reversible, natural reduction in consciousness, marked by changes in brain waves, breathing, and heart rate. It's a universal need humans, animals, even some insects surrender to its gentle pull. But why? Why does every creature, from the tiniest bird to the mightiest elephant, drift into this quiet state? The answer, dear explorer, is a tapestry woven from survival, healing, and wonder. Let's start with the basics, the cycle of sleep. When you close your eyes, your body doesn't just switch off. It embarks on a journey through stages, a rhythm that repeats every 90 minutes or so. First, there's non-REM sleep, divided into 3 phases. Stage 1 is the lightest, a gentle dip into drowsiness where your thoughts wander and your muscles twitch. Ever felt that sudden jolt? As if you're falling. That's a hypnic jerk. A little hello from your nervous system as it eases you into slumber. Stage 2 deepens the calm, slowing your heart, cooling your body. Then comes stage 3, the deep sleep, the slow wave sleep, where your brain waves roll like lazy ocean tides. This is where the magic of repair happens. Cells mend, tissues grow, and your immune system strengthens. And then, like a curtain rising, we enter REM sleep, rapid eye movement. This is the stage of dreams, where your eyes dart beneath your lids. Your brain buzzes with activity, and your muscles lie still, paralyzed to keep you from acting out your wildest visions. REM is the artist of sleep, painting vivid scenes. Perhaps you're flying over mountains, or sipping tea with a long-lost friend. Scientists believe this is where memories are sorted, émotions processed, and creativity sparked. Each cycle, from non-REM to REM, builds a bridge between the day you've lived and the one to come. But why do we need this nightly voyage? One theory whispers of survival. In the ancient world, sleep kept our ancestors still and quiet, hiding them from predators in the dark. Another hums of restoration. Sleep is your body's workshop, repairing muscles, clearing toxins, and resetting hormones. Growth hormone, for instance, floods your system in deep sleep, rebuilding what the day has worn down. And then there's the brain, that tireless storyteller. Sleep washes away neural clutter, a process called synaptic homeostasis, trimming connections so your mind stays sharp. Without it, you drown in a fog of fatigue, unable to focus, learn, or feel. Picture this: your brain is a librarian, and each day's experiences are books, some dog-eared, some pristine. While you sleep, this librarian sorts them, filing memories into shelves of long-term storage. Studies show sleep boosts learning. Students who nap after a lesson recall more than those who stay awake. It's as if sleep whispers, "Rest. I've got this. I'll make sense of your day." And emotions, they soften in sleep's embrace. A tough argument or a stinging worry loses its edge after a night of REM, as if the dreamscape has smoothed the sharp corners of your heart. Now, let's drift deeper. What controls this quiet realm? The answer lies in a delicate dance of biology. Your brain houses a tiny conductor, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, a cluster of cells in the hypothalamus that senses light and dark. It's your circadian rhythm, a 24-hour clock ticking inside you, nudging you to wake with the sun and sleep with the stars. But it's not alone. Chemicals join the waltz. Melatonin, the hormone of darkness, rises at night, lulling you to rest. Adenosine, a sleepy messenger, builds up the longer you're awake, begging for a break. And then there's the balance of wakefulness. Neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine keep you alert, only to bow out as night falls. But sleep isn't always a gentle friend. For some, it's a restless guest, slipping away when you need it most. Insomnia, that thief of rest, keeps millions awake, staring at the ceiling. Sleep apnea, a silent interrupter, halts breathing, jolting you from deep slumber. And then there's the curious restless leg syndrome, an urge to move that dances through your limbs, defying the calm. These are the shadows of sleep, reminders that even this peaceful giant can stumble. If you face these, a doctor's wisdom might light the way, perhaps a cooler room, a steady schedule, or a ban on late-night screens, whose blue light tricks your brain into wakefulness. Let's pause and breathe. Imagine you're floating on a cloud, the world below a distant hum. What happens in your dreams? That's the wild frontier of sleep. A place where science meets wonder. Dreams bloom in REM, vivid and strange. Some say they're random firings of a busy brain. Others whisper, they're stories, your mind wrestling with fears, hopes, or yesterday's lunch. Freud, the dream weaver, thought they hid desires. A coded map of your soul, Modern science leans gentler dreams, might help you practice for life. Solving problems or rehearsing courage. Ever had a lucid dream? Where you steer the story. It's a rare gift. A moment where you're captain of this sleepy ship. And what of sleep across the cosmos? Animals join us in this ritual. Dolphins sleep one brain half at a time, swimming in gentle circles. Birds nap on branches, some in mid-flight. Even jellyfish, with no brain to speak of, pulse slower in a restful rhythm. Sleep, it seems, is a thread stitching life together, a universal lullaby sung by nature. But why? Perhaps it's energy conserving strength for the hunt. Perhaps it's safety hiding in the dark. Or maybe, just maybe, sleep is the universe's way of dreaming itself. A quiet pause where all things breathe as one. Now, let's wander into the future of sleep. Scientists peer into its depths, unraveling mysteries. Why do teenagers crave late mornings? Their circadian clocks shift. A biological yawn of youth. Why does age steal sleep's depth? Older brains dance less with deep waves, drifting lighter. And technology hums along wearables, track your cycles. Apps whisper white noise. And researchers toy with light or sound to coax deeper rest. But the frontier stretches on, could we one day hack sleep? Learning in dreams or healing faster. The possibilities glimmer like stars. Distant, yet dazzling. And what of sleep's end? Not of fading, but a cycle. Each night, you drift away, only to return. Renewed. Sleep isn't an endpoint, but a bridge, a gentle arc from dusk to dawn. It's not a void, but a cradle, rocking you through time. In a world of rush and noise, sleep is the quiet giant, the guardian of your body and mind. It doesn't shout, doesn't demand, it waits, patient as a glacier, strong as a tide, ready to catch you when the day lets go. So, picture this. You're a traveler, weightless in the night, drifting through a sea of stars. Your breath slows, your heart steadies, and sleep wraps you in its arms. The worries of the day deadlines, dishes, dreams deferred fade into whispers. Sleep, this silent sculptor, carves strength from fatigue, clarity from chaos. It's not just rest, it's rebirth. A nightly miracle, humble and profound. Let's linger here, in this calm. The universe hums with motion, stars burn, planets spin, hearts beat, but sleep is the still point. The eye of the storm. It's where you mend, where you dream, where you become, and in its embrace, you're not small, not lost. You're part of a cosmic rhythm, a dance older than time. And now, dear explorer, as we float gently on this quiet sea of slumber, let's turn our gaze to a new horizon. What if you could unlock the secrets to a deeper, more restful night? What gentle rituals, subtle shifts, and hidden keys could guide you to the embrace of a truly good sleep? Welcome back to the Sleepless Scientist, where tonight we drift onward, exploring the art and science of crafting a perfect night's rest. Nestle deeper into your blanket, let your breath soften, and join me as we wander through the calm pathways to a sleep that restores, heals, and dreams. Where are you tonight? Curious traveler, tucked beneath a quilt in a cozy room. Or resting by a window with the night breeze whispering through what hour ticks by in your little corner of the world. If you'd like, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know where this sleepy ship has docked. And if this gentle journey soothes your mind. A tap on the like button or a subscription to the Sleepless Scientist is like a soft pat on the back for our quiet crew warm. Welcome, and oh so appreciated. Take a deep breath now. Let it go. Feel the weight of the day slip away, like leaves drifting down a slow river. We've marveled at sleep's mysteries, its cycles, its dreams, its quiet power. But now, let's build a bridge to better rest. A good night's sleep isn't a gift from the stars alone. It's a craft. A gentle dance of habits, environment, and care. Tonight, we'll uncover the keys to unlock that peaceful slumber. The kind that cradles you softly and wakes you renewed. Let's begin. As always, in the stillness. Picture your bedroom, your sanctuary of rest. What makes it a haven? Science whispers the first key environment. Your sleep space is a silent partner in your nightly voyage. Temperature matters. Too warm, and you toss like a ship in a storm. Too cold, and you shiver through the night. Studies sing a sweet lullaby. A room at 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 16 to 19 degrees Celsius, is the golden zone. Cool, crisp air calms your body, signaling it's time to rest. Try a light blanket, a fan's gentle hum, or a slightly open window to invite that coolness in. Your bed, too, plays its part. Mattress firm, yet forgiving. Pillows cradling your head like a cloud. Imagine sinking into that perfect nest. Your worries melting away. Darkness is the next key. A quiet guardian of sleep. Light, that bright herald of day, tells your brain to wake, stirring your circadian rhythm. But at night, we court the shadows. Your suprachiasmatic nucleus, that tiny clock in your brain, senses light through your eyes. Halting melatonin, the hormone that lulls you to sleep. Blue light from screens, phones, tablets, TVs is a cunning thief, tricking your mind into alertness. So, dim the lights an hour before bed. Swap the glow of devices for the flicker of a candle, the pages of a book, or the soft amber of a bedside lamp. Blackout curtains or a sleep mask can cloak your room in darkness. A velvet curtain drawn across the stage of night. And sound, it's a subtle player. The world buzzes, cars hum, neighbors chatter. A dog barks in the distance. Silence, pure and deep, is rare, but quiet is your ally. A room hushed to a whisper invites sleep to linger. White noise, like a fan's steady breath or a gentle rain recording, can mask the jarring notes of the night. Some find peace in nature's lullabies, crickets chirping, waves lapping, a breeze through trees. Experiment, dear traveler, perhaps a soft hum. A distant waterfall becomes your ticket to slumber. But beware. Loud crashes or sudden shouts, they jolt you awake, scattering sleep like startled birds. Now, let's drift to rhythm. The steady beat of habit. Your body loves a schedule. A predictable waltz of wake and sleep. Going to bed and rising at the same time each day. Even on weekends, tunes your circadian clock. Imagine your body as a quiet orchestra. Each instrument heart, brain, breath, playing in sync. If you shift your bedtime wildly, say midnight one night and 3 a.m. the next, The music falters, leaving you groggy. Aim for consistency, perhaps 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. or 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Whatever suits your life. 7 to 9 hours is the sweet spot for most adults. A gentle cradle of rest. Start small. Shift your bedtime 15 minutes earlier each night until you find your rhythm. What you consume shapes your sleep. 2. Caffeine, that lively spark in coffee, tea, or soda, lingers in your system, buzzing for hours. A morning cup might cheer you, but an afternoon latte, it's a restless guest, keeping you alert when you'd rather drift. Try to pause caffeine by early afternoon, say 2 p.m. to let it fade before bed. Alcohol. 2. Deceives. It might drowsy you at first, a false lullaby, but it fragments sleep, waking you in the night. And heavy meals. They stir your stomach, a grumbling companion as you try to rest. Opt for a light snack if hunger calls, perhaps a banana, a handful of nuts, or warm milk, rich in tryptophan, a sleepy amino acid. Movement, that joyful pulse of life, is another key. Exercise wakes your body by day and eases it to rest by night. A brisk walk, a stretch, a dance tiga pull-off, minutes, most days, tunes your system, deepening sleep. Studies hum, a happy tune. People who move regularly fall asleep faster. Linga longa in deep sleep. But timing matters. A late night run, heart pounding and sweat beating, might rev you up. Aim for morning or afternoon yoga's gentle poses. A stroll in the sun, a bike ride through the park. If evening's your time, wind down with calm stretches. A quiet salute to the moon. Your mind, that busy weaver of thoughts, needs taming too. Stress, worry, the day's endless list deadlines, bills. Plans can buzz like bees, keeping sleep at bay. So, craft a pre-sleep ritual, a gentle wind down, perhaps a warm bath, water lapping at your skin, easing tension, or reading, a story carrying you away from the day. Meditation hums, softly sit, breathe. Let thoughts float past like clouds. Try a simple trick. Inhale for 4 seconds. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. Feel your pulses slow. Your mind settle. Journaling. 2. Unloads the day scribble worries. Gratitudes. Dreams onto paper, leaving your head clear for rest. Screens. Those glowing windows to the world often steal sleep. Their blue light, as we've whispered, tricks your brain, but their pulse-scrolling news, videos, chats stirs your mind when it craves calm. Set a boundary an hour before bed. Took devices away. Swap them for quiet joys. A book, a puzzle, a chat with a loved one. If you must peek, I try blue light filters or glasses. A shield against the glow. Imagine your night as a slow fade, a gentle dimming of the day's bright noise, guiding you to slumber's shore. And what of naps? Those brief dips into rest, they're a double-edged sword. A short nap, 20 to 30 minutes midday, perhaps after lunch, boosts alertness, sharpens your mind. But linger too long, past an hour, or nap too late, and you borrow from night's sleep, waking, groggy, or restless. Picture a nap as a quick sip of water. Refreshing, not a full meal to replace your night. If sleep eludes you at night, skip the nap, letting adenosine, that sleepy chemical, build its quiet plea for rest. Let's wander to nature's touch. Sunlight, that golden thread, weaves your circadian rhythm. Step outside each morning, feel the rays, kiss your face, telling your brain it's time to wake. Even a cloudy day offers light to sync your clock. Fresh air, a walk in a park, a moment by a tree, calms you. 2. Nature whispers to sleep. A primal call from a time when we slept beneath stars, lulled by wind and night. Spend time outdoors daily, 10 minutes, 20, and watch your rest deepen. A gift from the earth, and if sleep still hides, some face stubborn foes: insomnia, apnea, restless legs. Don't wrestle alone. A doctor, a sleep specialist, might map your night, perhaps a study. Sensors tracing your brain waves, breath, and motion. Solutions hum softly, a CPAP machine for apnea. Breathing steady again, a routine or medication for insomnia, a check for iron or magnesium if legs twitch. No shame, dear traveler. Sleep is your right, and help is a lantern in the dark. Start small, a cooler room, a steady bedtime. No, coffee past noon. Imagine this now, your perfect night. You've walked in the sun, sipped water, not wine. Your room is cool, dark, quiet, a cave of calm. An hour ago, you set the phone aside, bathed in warm water, read a tale of adventure. Now, you slip into bed, sheets soft, pillow plush. You breathe 4 in, 4 hold, 6 out. The day's hum fades. Tout à distant écho. Sleep, that quiet giant, tiptoes near, wrapping you in its arms. Your eyes flutter, your breath slows, and the world drifts away. This is the art of sleep, a craft you shape, not a race, not a fight, but a gentle surrender. Each key environment, rhythm, diet, movement, calm builds a path to rest. Science sings its part 7 to 9 hours, mends your heart, sharpens your mind, lifts your spirit. Miss it, and fatigue clouds you. Stress creeps in. Memory falters, but tend it, and sleep becomes your ally, a silent sculptor of health and peace. So, picture yourself floating, a traveler on a tranquil tide. The stars above wink, the night below cradles. Sleep isn't a chore, not a puzzle to force. It's a dance, a rhythm, a gift. You've set the stage, cool air, dark room, quiet, hum. You've moved, ate in light, let worries drift. Now, sleep waits, patient as a mountain, steady as a wave. It's yours, dear explorer, a nightly voyage to dawn. Where are you now? My friend nestled in a chair, the clock ticking past midnight, or lying in bed. The moon peeking through. What time glows in your world, if this journey to a restful night has warmed or eased you? A like, a comment, or a subscription to the Sleepless Scientist sends a gentle breeze to our sails, carrying us to others. And if you're drifting off, eyes heavy. That's the sweetest reward. Sleep softly, dream deeply, and let the quiet giant of slumber guide you home. Until next time, rest well, and may your night be a sea of stars.